fast-moving, wind-fueled wildfire swept into the city of Ventura early Tuesday, burning 31,000 acres, destroying homes and forcing 27,000 people to evacuate. At least 150 structures, including at least one large apartment complex, were consumed by flames, and many more were threatened as the fire crept about a quarter-mile away from City Hall. But the destruction appears to be much worse as the sun rose Tuesday, revealing fire sweeping throughout whole neighborhoods in the hills above Ventura. The fire hopscotched throughout hillside neighborhoods, burning some homes and sparing others. Some residents sensed that the worst might be over in the early hours of the morning when winds died down, but they picked up with a fury around daybreak, causing more destruction. Engulfed in flames, the Hawaiian Village Apartments collapsed about 4 a.m. Water gushed down North Laurel Street as firefighters worked to put out the flaming complex, and residents watched, holding cameras and cell phones. The sound of bursting propane tanks filled the air. Hundreds of firefighters working through the night tried to prevent the blaze from spreading block by block, as they were confronted by wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour. One firefighter was hit by a car while he was protecting homes. He is at the hospital being evaluated, said Ventura County Fire Capt. Scott Keywart. Fire officials said the intensity of the fire, coupled with the high winds, made it pretty much unstoppable. The prospects for containment are not good, Ventura County Fire Chief Mark Lorenzen said at a news conference. Really, Mother Nature is going to decide. Quote, the Thomas fire had burned 31,000 acres, but fire officials expected it would rip through at least 50,000 acres in the mountains between Santa Paula and Ventura. By 5:20 a.m. Tuesday, winds were pushing flames toward Ojai Valley. Authorities said the fire is actively burning in the city of Ventura and there are homes and buildings actively burning at this time. Ventura County Sheriff Sergeant Eric Bushow said, the destruction comes in what was already the worst year on record for wildfires in California. In October, more than 40 people died and more than 10,000 structures were lost when fires swept through Northern California's wine country. The Vista Del Mar Hospital, a psychiatric facility, was evacuated, authorities said. The area around a Ventura landmark called Two Trees has also burned. Ventura County fire officials reported Monday night that one person was killed in a traffic accident on a road closed due to the Thomas fire. But at about 6 a.m. Tuesday, authorities said no fatalities were confirmed, although one dog had died. Keywart said, at least 1,000 homes in Ventura, Santa Paula and Ojai were evacuated. More than 260,000 customers in Ventura and Santa Barbara counties were without power. As of 12:30 a.m. Tuesday, a Southern California Edison spokeswoman did not know when power would be restored. About 2 a.m., Karen Kwanholt stood near Ventura High School and watched her neighbor's house burn. For 17 years, she's lived in a hillside home her husband built, with him and their 2 children. Hours earlier, the family packed up their precious items, including photographs and their guinea pigs. Guinea Penny and Gert. It's a house that was built with love, she said, watching the tree between her neighbor's home and her home catch fire. We're just hoping for the best. Quote. Meanwhile, Tom Weaver, 73, had just finished packing some suit coats in the back of a van. He and his family were evacuating their home near Main Street in Ventura. Nearby, homes burned on a hillside. Weaver said he wasn't sure where they would go once they evacuated. Don't know, he said. We're designating a parking lot to meet at. From there, I think it's breakfast and chit-chat until we can go home. Quote. In Santa Paula around the same time, residents were already awake and alert when a police cruiser inched through their neighborhood. announcing mandatory evacuations. At least one the woman in a white robe stopped the cruiser and asked how close the fire was to the neighborhood. "It's coming across this way," the officer said. Nearby, Mike Medina stood by San Roger Roads, watching the flames slowly making their way down the canyon through a gap of tree branches and snapping a photo. Earlier in the day, when the fire broke out, Medina said he was returning home from work at Costco in Oxnard when his 73-year-old mother called him. "She told me I could see flames in the back of our yard," he said. He said he knew his father, an amputee, would need help getting out. Medina drove straight to his parents' home. When he got there, he saw flames in the distance.